Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Chris, for having this wonderful conference. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I'm a little bit excited and under pressure, so please forgive any mistakes. This is something I'm very passionate about. I hope it'll translate through my short presentation. And I hope that at the end of this, at least you all will think, what do you think is the right vision for the modern education system? No Child Held Back is what I'm going to talk about. My name is Yovel Badash. I'm the CEO and founder of Namaya. We're a New York-based online education platform as a service provider. We created No Child Held Back about 9 months ago as a result of our work to figure out what we want our vision to be as a company. And as we looked at what's out there and what we think we want to stand for, we realized that No Child Held Back is our passion, or something we feel is a solution, and fairly quickly we decided to convert it into a non-for-profit because we feel it's bigger than just our company. So I want to go through a few slides with you, and hopefully if there are any questions at the end, please feel free to bring them up. I want to do 3 things. One, I want you guys to think, what do you think is the right vision for the education system? Whether we call it the law or the vision, the reality is that the modern education system today is still operating under No Child Left Behind approach. It's putting kids, based on their age group, through bodies of knowledge at a specific time based on a specific method of delivery. That's the reality of 90+% of the global population. And we think this is the time to change that and to go to something new. So what is No Child Held Back? No Child Held Back is a non-for-profit consortium that we just started. We want to build it up, and we want other people to adopt it and basically take that and make of it whatever they think is the right thing. It really, the goal of the consortium is to change the vision of the education system. Once you have a different vision, I think everything else will fall into place. Like any company, like any organization, the vision is the first thing that you're trying to fulfill, and we think it's about time that we will change the vision of the education system to be No Child Held Back. The way we want to affect this change is not only to change the vision, but also offer some guidance and a framework of technology and partnership that people could adopt and tweak and change based on their needs to really create education excellence and to really create an environment where every child will reach their full potential, which in our view is the purpose of the education system. We have kids come in, we want to allow them to develop their potential, to reach their full potential. We're not all the same. Not everyone has the same potential. But our job as educators and as a system is to actually allow that to happen. And if you think about a world that will be true, how much value and how much freedom that would create, that no matter where you're born, no matter your social economic status, you can have a chance to reach your full potential. The way we do that is, as I said, with a variety of different things I'll talk about. On this slide, you can see some of the key elements. So we created this technology framework that schools can adopt and measure against. So a lot of schools, like the lady that was here, the technology director, they have a lot of things already. Needs to be aligned with what we've outlined here. So first, we think every school or district needs to have a content marketplace and tools. They need to be able to create content online, consume content online, share content, etc. Whether it's Khan Academy, iTunes U, anything else, it needs to be curated or controlled by the district or by the school or by the teachers. It needs to be something that is owned and controlled by the school. Every school needs to have the ability to manage the community and communication around the school. A school is a community of teachers, parents, students, etc. The community around the school is a part of the school. A strong school, strong community, strong community, strong school. So there is a lot of needs around that. We need to have the ability to have personalized social and online learning management system. Every school need to have the ability to have some sort of a classroom of one. The ability not only to teach kids based on the pace, to go through the same body of knowledge at their own pace, but really go through a body of knowledge in the way that fits them best. If one person likes to watch videos and do that, let's teach them history that way. If someone else wants to do it through a project, let's help them do it that way. Further, we need to have robust professional development. In today's environment, most districts have poor or almost non-existent professional development or ineffective professional development. If we don't have better teachers, we can't really have better education system, and that's one of the fundamental areas that we want to focus on at No Child Held Back. And last, we want to have the ability for districts or schools to have supporting applications, whatever else they need. The technology framework is something that we've outlined. It's open for interpretation, open for discussion, and we think the market is ready for it. We actually conducted a survey in February where we sent out an email to a few thousand educators. We had about 400 people respond. Those that did were actually very passionate about what they thought, and they wrote a lot, but I wanted to share some of the results. Vast majority of teachers feel, or educators feel, that No Child Left Behind is not promoting education excellence. And the vast majority feel that it hasn't really impacted education in their district or school. And when asked, what do you think should be the right vision for the education? And again, this is not an official survey, and I'm not going to defend it. It's not going to stand me. It's just a small one that we conducted, but it does really show a picture that something is broken and there is room for something new. And we believe that that something new should be No Child Held Back, allowing every child to reach their full potential. So how are we going to achieve this goal of changing the global education system? It's a very small, very naive goal that we've set out to accomplish. Obviously, we can't do everything. We are looking for partners. We're looking for support. So anyone here that is inspired by this talk, please feel free to come to me after. I'll hang around all day. And I'll be happy to answer any questions or exchange cards or tell you what you could do in order to affect this change in your community. But the idea is to create an inclusive common ground for education reform. We feel that there's way too many education reform movements out there, all doing their own thing, without something that unites them, without something that everyone can agree on. Whether it's students first and digital learning and this and that, everyone has some sort of an agenda. Where there's nothing really that unites them. We want No Child Held Back to be that unified area that people can interpret. What we're offering today is a website with discussions, some material on that. We wrote a white paper that I highly recommend you check out on nochildheldback.org. Read it. It's a lot more detailed, and join the conversation. Whether you agree or disagree, have an opinion and participate. We have interviews. We also created a 12-week online program that I'm going to talk about. So every school around the country or around the world can actually sign up for free. Don't need to speak to anyone. They can log in, put their name, start their own No Child Held Back program. It's 12-week, very rigorous plan that I'll elaborate. We're about to publish a book in the fall, I hope. And really, we want to drive partnerships, local and global, that will combine content, community, and technology. Because there's no silver bullet. There's no technology out there that would fix education. There's no consulting. There's no company that can fix education on their own. Even if it's Apple or Google, I don't think anyone has the ability. It has to come from the field, and it has to be partnership in the local community. The 12-week program that we've created has 3 phases. I'll just touch on a couple of elements here. The first phase is really to figure out where the school is. What is their starting point? Similar to the fact that no child is similar, no school is similar. An urban school in Baltimore is different than a school in New York, different than a school in Mississippi. They have different issues. They have different challenges. And the solution needs to be different. And it can't come from above. It has to be something that they develop. It has to be something that comes from the grassroots, from the field. The first phase is to define their vision, to define where they want to go, define SMART goals, ones that they can measure, ones that they can actually achieve, some and really have something that they would feel passionate about. We can't tell them, hey, you got to improve math by 20%. If they don't feel that that's attainable, they won't accomplish that. And then they create their own No Child Held Back plan. The second and third phase are really implementing their plan. Whether it's reaching out to the community, doing fundraising, whether it's improving communication with parents in the community, whether it's having professional development for teachers, whether it's courses and content, additional content for students, whatever is relevant for them, that's really what they focus on. And that 12-week program is quite rigorous. It's designed to work with a group of teachers or leaders from a certain district or school that they could actually, with their hands, build a solution, build an area that, an environment where they can improve their local education. And everything I talked about could be summarized in this slide. This is our vision. We believe in cloud technology. Here we mention Amazon, but this could be any technology platform you want. Above that, it needs to have an open source web modular platform that the administrators, the technology leaders can pick which elements they want to use right now, and that would serve the community, whether it's teachers or benefactors or parents or students. Each one of those entities should be able to do what they want to do in an effective way online, resulting in the benefits you see up front. And we think if this vision will be adopted, we could live in a world where no child is held back, and we could live in a world where every child will reach their full potential. If there are any questions, I have about a minute left.
Is this slide presentation available online?
It could be, or if you want, yeah, I could send it, or you could come to me. I'm very visible. You got my shirt with No Child Held Back in Namaya. Please come. I'll send it to you, and I could actually get you signed up for free for the program, so you could actually play with it and see what it means for your district. Any questions? Or thank you so much.